So how can you simplify your fat loss? What things can you do to make it a little bit easier and to help you finally start losing weight for the first time? I got 3 tips for you coming up. What is up, For Faith family? Thanks for watching this video and tuning in. If you are not subscribed, we talk about weight loss and fat loss, and that is it. My number one mission is to help you lose weight for the first time ever in your life and to help you finally gain back control of your health. So if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, comment, and support us there, and I'll keep putting out stuff that really helps you. And so let's go ahead and jump right into it. What can you do to simplify your weight loss and simplify your fat loss? My first tip is just focusing on calories at first. There's more to it, of course, than just calories, but if you go into it trying to adjust your calories, your macros, make sure to eat this, you're meal prepping, you're doing this, and you're doing 1,000 things, it's going to be quite overwhelming at first, especially if you're heavily overweight or obese. Calories is all you really need. Calories in versus calories out. It will get more complicated, but you'll be ready for it later on. So right now, just focus on calories, and you might even just want to focus on food labels. And you know, if counting calories seems intimidating, or if that seems like a lot to put on your plate at first, just start looking at all the food labels of things that you're eating, and you'll start to realize this thing might not be worth it because look at how many calories are in it. And you'll start to be able to paint this picture. It's something that can't really be described in words, but you will start feeling more comfortable with choosing what and how much to eat. That's a great place to start. But then as soon as you feel ready, you jump into food logging. MyFitnessPal is the app that most people use. It's the app that I recommend. So as soon as you feel ready, jump into food logging. And at first, I always tell my clients, you can eat anything you want and any amounts you want. You just have to log it because we just want to get the picture painted. After that, we can start adjusting macros and what you're eating and stuff like that. But at first, we just want to get the picture painted. And we can't do that if we're overloading the system with too many things all at once. So at first, just focus on calories, read food labels, start food logging, and just focus on how much you're eating each day. So the second tip that I'm going to give you is exercise. And exercise doesn't help in the way that most people probably think it helps. It doesn't actually help you lose much weight at all. It's not going to burn many calories. Don't get me wrong, it's important, but not for the reasons that most people think. In order for this to work, you have to feel good. It has to feel good. You have to be like in the best place. I mean, after a while, you're going to be like, I feel great. I'm in one of the best places I've ever been in my life. And that's what keeps you going. And exercise is a huge part of that. If all you're doing is dieting, then exercise tends to fall to the wayside. And then that's where the positive feelings come from. Eventually, dieting doesn't feel good. But exercise always does. Whenever you're leaving the gym, it always feels good. You always feel accomplished. There's something special about exercise that keeps us going. And so that's one of the simplifying tips that I'm going to give you is focus just on exercise, not on how many reps. This is the simplifying part, not on how many reps, not on how many sets, not necessarily on what you're doing, although I will give a general tip that you want to be using big muscle groups, right? The legs, chest, back. Focusing too much on biceps or triceps or something isn't going to help you lose weight. But focusing on those big muscle groups. But outside of that, you just want to exercise. You just simply want to move and do something, especially at first. You might just want to do cardio or something at first, but just get that exercise in. It'll help you feel good and help that positivity. So tip number 3 is consistency for both. So this tip is kind of a given for both, but you have to remain consistent. That is the key. Even if you're doing something not perfect. Let's say you're just doing cardio, which isn't ideal for weight loss. More on that in future videos. But let's say you're just doing cardio for weight loss, and that's not ideal. Consistent cardio is so much better than inconsistent weightlifting, right? You're going to be so much more successful if you can consistently do something, which means that you have to do something that is sustainable, which is why for my first tip, I said that you just want to focus on calories and just food logging anything you want in any amount. And that's because we have to have it be sustainable. If you add 4 things to your plate all at once, your plate's going to be overflowing, you're going to end up quitting, and they're all going to kind of start crumbling because that consistency, that sustainability wasn't there. So tackling one thing at a time really helps. So again, to simplify your weight loss, focus on just calories at first. Then focus on just getting, and actually at the same time, focus on just getting in to the gym or just getting your workouts in at first. Not necessarily on what you're doing or how much or how many sets or whatever, just getting the exercise and then being consistent. You have to make sure that whatever you're doing isn't It doesn't feel like a chore. At first it might, but if you feel miserable, then that's not sustainable, and eventually you are going to quit. So those are my tips for you. I hope you guys got a lot of value from that. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video, and give me your comments below. I would love to answer questions. I love connecting with you guys in the comments. So I'm going to be bringing you videos consistently. If you could please subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate that. So have a great rest of your day. God bless. Oh, and I forgot to mention towards the end there that I am going to be giving away free personal training, a month of free personal training away. I'm going to be giving that every week. And so, I'm going to be training about 4 to 5 people a month on YouTube. You have to subscribe and comment in the comment section below to win on YouTube. And if you don't really know what online personal training is, or if that sounds intimidating or kind of weird, look in the description and go to our website, forfaithfitness.com. You'll learn a little bit about it there. But it's full in-depth personal training, exercise videos, customized programs, accountability with me every day. And so it's really useful. And so on YouTube, subscribe, comment. On Instagram and Facebook, the rules are slightly different, but they're very similar. And you can get multiple entries per week. And so one person's going to win each week. And if a person connects with us on all 3 of our main social platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and they do that on all our posts, you're going to get 10, 20 entries a week, and that's going to give you a chance to win that free month. So I'd love if you do that. Thanks, guys. Again, God bless.